So no sort of cover. You don't just generally have just one piece of cover, you have many pieces of cover, and it's actually really important sort of how those pieces are arranged and the composition of those across the battlefield. So when cover is arranged in such a way so that the player can move, as you can see here, from one shadow to another, this is called a connection. So in cover-based shooters, this is sort of one of the primary drivers of player strategy, trying to move from cover to cover, hidden or occluded from enemies so that you can't get shot, that sort of thing. So as you can see here, I can move from this position to here, and the enemy is none the wiser. And so here is sort of another example of how two cover objects can interact in order to provide a benefit. So in this case right here, this cover shadow protects me from this enemy, this cover object protects me from this enemy, and of course this doesn't seem like a very sustainable sort of position, but anyway, but that's an interaction that can happen nonetheless. So in this case right here, you can use this this cover object, this one, and this one, even though they're not directly in a line, but you can move from here to here in order to essentially flank the enemy and uncover their position. Another sort of advantage here is that, okay, if you actually are shooting from a cover-based position, depending on the game and the systemics, you might be able to sort of change to a different cover position, and when you pop up this next time, you get a moment of surprise where they were expecting you to be over here, and you're now over here. So that's another advantage of sort of like being able to move from cover position to cover position, as well as in a case like this, for instance, where you're able to even escape the room altogether unseen because you're able to sort of stay in a cover shadow.